You restrict your meals. You count every single calorie. You spend hours exhausting yourself on the treadmill. Yet when you step on the scale, the number refuses to move. When you hit this wall, you'll often hear the same diagnosis. You have a stalled or broken metabolism. Your metabolism functions as a highly evolved biological system that is actively defending your body. There is a specific biological habit, one based entirely on adding to your routine, that safely shuts off this defense mechanism. Treating your body like an enemy that needs to be starved makes fat loss impossible. You must understand the specific logic your body uses to survive before you can change how you look. The primary trigger for a metabolic stall is entering a state of severe long-term caloric restriction, typically through repeated cycles of yo-yo dieting. When you drastically cut food, your body initiates metabolic adaptation. Your brain interprets the sudden lack of energy as a severe environmental famine. This graph shows a sharp downward trend in caloric intake alongside a proportional drop in basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate is the number of calories your body needs to accomplish its most basic, life-sustaining functions. To conserve energy during a perceived famine, your body aggressively lowers this daily baseline calorie burn. As a secondary defense, the body triggers a massive spike in hunger hormones like ghrelin. Ghrelin is a chemical messenger produced in the stomach that travels to the brain to stimulate appetite. This spike is designed to mentally force you to seek out food. A weight loss plateau represents a highly successful biological protocol, perfectly executing its mission to keep you alive. When the scale stops moving, most people react by slashing their food intake even further. They often pair that restriction with punishing the body through excessive, prolonged cardiovascular exercise. These actions cause the body to register an escalating threat to its survival, forcing it to accelerate its energy-saving countermeasures. This diagram illustrates a continuous negative feedback loop. Extreme dieting leads directly to muscle loss. Because muscle tissue burns significant energy, losing it shrinks your body's overall metabolic capacity, which leads directly back to further weight plateaus. Breaking this cycle requires doing the exact opposite of subtraction. You have to add, and it must be executed in a precise sequence. Aggressively cutting calories while your biological system is in a defensive state leads to systemic exhaustion and a hormonal crash. Reversing metabolic adaptation requires you to stop signaling starvation. You must begin signaling biological safety to your cells. The first mandatory step is the immediate cessation of extremely low-calorie diets. Your body requires a substantial baseline level of caloric energy simply to operate your vital organs, circulate your blood, and maintain basic cellular function. High-quality sleep is equally critical. Deep rest physically resets the elevated hunger hormones that were triggered during the famine protocol. Reintroducing sufficient baseline food and getting deep rest shuts down your body's panic response. This establishes the physical foundation for weight loss to resume. This visual model compares the resting calorie burn of muscle versus fat. Muscle operates like an engine, requiring constant caloric energy just to exist. Strength training forces your body to build this metabolic real estate, exponentially expanding your daily calorie burn. Support this training by prioritizing dietary protein. Protein provides the literal amino acid building blocks for muscle maintenance while promoting satiety. Satiety is the physical sensation of feeling full and satisfied after eating, which naturally controls your appetite. Sustainable metabolic habits allow your body to adapt safely over time. Short-term crash diets only trigger the panic response again. A healthy metabolism is a constructed biological asset. When you stop fighting your biology and start working with it, fat loss becomes possible again.